Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, back to the channel. Like and subscribe and all that jazz if you like what you see, and let's get started with the video. Now, there is a piece that I found on MSN News, aka Legacy Media. We have an article here that I'm going to try to highlight the highlights of the entire thing, and this was written by Kevin Sabet. I think it's Saget or Sabet or something like that. Now, I'm not going to read this whole thing, but I'm going to highlight a few things. So, if you could not guess, this is an article that is opposing the will of the American people. That's right. You see, depending on what source you check, approximately 2/3 of the entire American population wants marijuana legalized. I think it's 73% that wants medical marijuana and around 55% that wants recreational legalized. Now, Kevin is essentially saying that we need to keep it illegal, and we need to keep marijuana businesses who, even though they're operating on a level that is legal at the state level, that the extra money that's being siphoned from the businesses should stay in effect. Now, the issue with this whole Section 280 is that oftentimes what is not being said is what's going on here in this paragraph. Now, as a result of Section 280E, there is no deduction for business expenses, of which there is many, when you have a business like marijuana that cannot take business deductions. They have to carry cash. They have to have, essentially they have to hire security. They have to hire drivers and so on and so forth. And you have, that was an accident. Essentially, you have these traders here in this paragraph here. James Lankford of Oklahoma is now introducing a particular law in the Finance Committee, and he's trying to get Congress to agree that marijuana businesses can never take deductions. And according to Kevin, this would protect Americans' health and safety and keep billions in the federal coffers. Now, this is extremely evil because Americans have been telling the government to legalize marijuana ever since the Obama administration. Since a bare minimum, since Canada legalized it, what was that, 2014? And without the business deductions, marijuana companies have gone out of business. And Kevin is part of a group that is that has the acronym SAM, and I think that's the smart approaches to marijuana. And he thinks that smart approaches is just not being able to legalize it at all. He's been trying to keep it illegal for years. So, I mean, you could pause and read this if you wanted to, but there you go. Smart approaches to marijuana at the very bottom. And Dr. Kevin Sabet is the president of Smart Approaches to Marijuana, a former 3-time White House drug policy advisor. See, the thing is that the term drug has a powerful connotation to it, a very powerful stigma to it. If you look at linguistics, the term drug, it triggers all sorts of images that will flash through your mind all at once. See, but what Kevin does not ever acknowledge is that taken by itself, if marijuana is organic and has nothing laced in it like fentanyl, that marijuana has killed 0 people in the thousands of years of its existence. I'll say that again. Marijuana has killed 0 people in the thousands of years of its existence. So Kevin goes ahead and he lies, somewhere up here where it's like, oh, well, this is about, psychosis and schizophrenia. And, they call marijuana a gateway drug and things of that nature. And see, the thing is that what I would like to ask you is, what is it really a gateway to? See, the thing is that what I have done through my own research is that every single person that has ever tried marijuana um, has reported better sleep, less pain, less anxiety, a more clear mind. It's only those who abuse it. And if you're going to use this kind of logic of, well, we have to keep people safe, then Kevin Sabet should be fighting to create a mechanism to make pharmaceutical drugs illegal, and because they're the things that really should be controlled substances. Or how about alcohol, or how about sugar, or fast food, preservatives. I mean, I can probably count on one hand how many millions of people are negatively impacted by maltodextrin, modified cornstarch, high fructose corn syrup. Do we make these things illegal then, Kevin? Because the thing is that your approach, I'm willing to bet that you're in the pockets, that you're bought and paid for by pharmaceutical companies or for-profit prisons. Got to be. Either that or you're just a disgustingly stubborn boomer who still has those old thoughts, and you have doctor in front of your name. So, a doctor to some people would even equal a scientist. And if you're going to study science, well, marijuana by itself does not cause psychosis. Marijuana by itself does not cause death or anything else. So that's all I really want to highlight with this article. Kevin Sabet is wrong about marijuana, and he words this article that's found on Newsweek in such a way to push the lie of the narrative that Americans have already debunked for themselves. No, most people do not, and I repeat, they do not target the youth. I don't know what you're talking about, Kevin. So that's really all I wanted to highlight. Like and comment. You know what to do if you want to see more videos, and I'm out.